Hi, and thank you for watching this information technology video on off-site internet connectivity. When you're working off-site, it's very common that you will need to connect to some type of wireless network. Some of you may take a MiFi with you. MiFis are provided by the firm. But if not, you'll typically use client-provided or another wireless access point that's in your general area. The goal of going over this content is to make sure that we can avoid wireless attacks. So it's important to verify the networks that you're connecting to and make sure that they're secure. One good way to tell if a network is secure is that you have to enter a password before joining. It'll be called a password or an SSID, for instance, and you'll be prompted to enter that in when you try to connect to a wireless network. Another way to be able to tell if a wireless network is secured is if there's a lock picture next to the wireless network. So when you open your list of available wireless networks, you will sometimes see a lock next to the wireless icon. If there's a lock there, you'll typically have to enter a password and you're joining a secure wireless network. However, we do understand that there are times when you can't use a secured network. Maybe you have to use a public provided connection that you would get maybe in a Starbucks or a McDonald's, and if that's the case, make sure you're connected to the VPN so that your connection is secured. So when you're out in the field and you're connected to an off-site internet connection, you still have access back to the office, and that access back to the office is secured. You'll either be using the VPN, virtual private network, that gives you a secure path back to our network and encrypts all information that you exchange between you off-site and anything that's on-site. You also have access to RDS. RDS is very helpful to use, especially when you're on a slower internet connection. It gives you access to all Bonadio network-based applications. Finally, the use of ShareFile and Outlook or Outlook Web Access give you secure access to cloud-based files and your email. Lastly, we do have a field networking guide available to you that gives you best practices for how to connect out in the field to the internet and how to set up small networks. You can access the field networking guide on the Start menu. Go to All Apps. Find the Bonadio Self-Help section and expand. And then you'll see the field networking guide located here. Information on all of these resources, including the VPN, RDS, ShareFile, and more, are located on the ampersand on the Just-in-Time training page.